So back in 2000, I read The Perks of Being a Wallflower for the first time by Stephen Chbosky. And it really changed my life. I identified with everything, just, especially the Charlie character, which, a lot of people who have read the book um, totally identify with. And I just saw the movie for the first time tonight, and it was amazing. Like, I was crying at the end of it, and I came to a couple realizations about the movie and just life in general. What really makes me sad is I'm 37 now, in 2013, and I used to be friends with a lot of those kids back in high school, and they really made my life better. All the weird, people who were into the Smiths, and oh, by the way, which is one of my favorite bands still to this day. I have a poster. I'm looking at the poster right now. It's a Queen is Dead tour poster that I got basically 20 years ago. God, time flies. But yeah, it just makes me really sad that I don't really have any friends like that anymore, especially a Sam or a Patrick. I didn't really have any gay friends in high school. Nobody was really out, back then. And there were girls, like Sam. I mean, just kind of coming and going through my life. And it's just like I really wish that I had that back in high school, like that that friendship. It probably would have really made me complete, but I didn't have that, so I felt incomplete most of my life, and I feel complete when I read books like that or see movies like this again. This is the shit, and and I love how Stephen Chbosky places such a huge emphasis on music in both the book and the film, and because it's such a huge important part of your life. I mean, it's kind of the thing that's always there when nothing else is, when you don't have a girlfriend, when you don't have anybody that understands you at all. And I just think it's amazing, like but I get so sad, like right now, as I do this blog or vlog. It's basically just turned June 29th, and I have felt so alone and just so, I don't know, just alone in my thoughts and like my interests forever. But especially since I moved to Pennsylvania almost 10 years ago. I have a few close friends that really get, good music and get where I'm coming from, and they just get the good parts of life, feeling infinite, to paraphrase, the film and the book. And I'm really grateful for friends like that, but at the same time, I just wish that I had a girlfriend who could really understand, feeling completely isolated and out of place and just like a loser. I mean, in high school, I was friends with people, I was always down with everybody. I was the weird kid, I was, listening to the Smiths and listening to Nirvana and all this, weird music of the time, Black Flag, Dinosaur Jr., Smashing Pumpkins. And it's like, for some reason back then in the early 90s, which is when, which is when Perks takes place, I was in high school at the same time. I was a freshman in basically 91, so it was just like a couple years before, Charlie, the character of Charlie is. And it just seemed like I had so many more artistic friends. I don't know, like, what's wrong with 2013, where it just seems like nobody's really into a lot of good stuff anymore, except for maybe younger people. I mean, I teach music as my day job, and sometimes I come across kids that are into really good stuff like the Smiths and just really good music that's, speaks to generations, that isn't just, disposable fast food music. And I really cherish the fact that these kids are into that good stuff. And, I'm always trying to turn people on to good music like the Smiths and, I don't know, just, God, who else? I don't know, Azure Ray, Juliana Hatfield, L'Ultra, uh, God, you know what I mean? Just everything good, pretty much. And sometimes I can reach people, and sometimes I can't. Or actually, most of the time I can't. I always just feel so alone when it comes to just music and the things that I'm into. And if I discover someone who's actually read Perks of Being a Wallflower or has seen the film, I just get completely ecstatic and completely just jubilant, I guess is the best word to describe it. Because it's just amazing that somebody out there, can identify with, just feeling out of place and just being a wallflower, really. To someone who's into good stuff, who's intelligent, who just feels completely alone. That's basically how I feel all the time. And I don't know, it just seeing the movie, like seeing the actual story, like visually was really nice, because I've always pictured it almost exactly like that all the times I've read the book, and I've read it like 50 or more times easily over the last 13 years. And I'm really grateful to an ex-girlfriend of mine slash friend who I've been talking to in years. This girl Audra, she turned me on to Jets to Brazil, which is basically my favorite band still, and she told me about the book, and I went out and bought it at Barnes and Noble, and it's just amazing. It's just a brilliant piece of art, and it's the same way I feel about Judy Blume's books. Judy Blume, who has basically made my life better in so many ways. Reading Forever, and then again, Maybe I Won't, and Iggy's House, and Blubber, and all that stuff. And, it's just like, I just feel alone with all this cool stuff that I like. And I don't know, I figure if you're watching this vlog and you've seen Perks of Being a Wallflower, or if you've read the book and you cherish it as much as me, you probably understand where I'm coming from. And thanks for, for getting it and just kind of being, one of the outcasts. And, to anyone else who's going to leave negative comments, that I'm like lonely and just a pussy for liking the Smiths and whatever, just feel free to just go elsewhere. You don't need to be here on this vlog, and you don't need to be writing anything negative. I don't want to hear it, and I'll probably delete it anyway. But, so just trying to reach out, doing this vlog with anyone who might appreciate the movie and the book, and not even just appreciate it, but basically is totally in love with it. So if you are one of those people, comment below, let me know, because it's great to not feel as alone, when it comes to that stuff. And again, if you're a big fan, or if you're just in love with, Stephen Chbosky's brilliant piece of literature and cinema, please comment below. And just, like I said, I'm just trying to reach out, because feeling, like it's been 13 years since I first read the book, and I just feel so alone just in general, and it just feels like everything I'm into musically and film wise and literature, it just seems like nobody gets it. Maybe I'm in the wrong part of the country, I don't know. I live in suburban Philly, but I would just really love to hear from some people who really love the book and movie. And if you're in your 20s, or if you're 30s and you're female, that's even better. Because I seriously, I am not lying and exaggerating when I say I feel completely alone with the stuff that I'm into, and with the things that I just love and wish that more people would know about. I just feel completely completely alone, and it sucks. So again, thanks for checking out this blog and vlog. And if you're a fan, comment below, and you rule. So thanks again for checking this out. See you soon.